So I'm trying to figure out what's going
Jellyroll
on.
has pulled the wool over their eyes with these latest videos coming out comparing him and his wife to the helpers of Jeffrey Epstein. Let's watch the video clips and you'll see what I'm talking about, guys. I told you all from day
All
one
right.
that
So before we get into this, let me some Jelly Roll. I know most, if not all, y'all know who Jelly Roll is. Y'all come on in. Hit the like button before you start trolling. Is this dude missing an eye? So, mm, mm, mm. Right, Uncle Suge. So, I'm trying to recover, y'all, from this weather being all over the place. How y'all feel about that? Mm-mm-mm. I'm in South Carolina. I was supposed to have a quick delivery. If you were there, you were there. Mm-hmm. There isn't in my last live. I was not happy about that. And it gave me this one. So I ended up having to go to South Carolina. A straight drive, 6, 7 hours. To deliver at 5 a.m. Sitting there driving in the middle of the night, out of the hours. It's no joke. Okay? Trying to stay woke and all that stuff. So, it's 12 o'clock. I think I've been off since 8. So, I got a good ways to go, like about 6 hours, before I can drive back. And yeah, I'm gonna be I got a good ways to go. Probably about, it's gonna be late when I get back. So here we are. So I don't know. I'll get some exercise after a while. I want to go for a walk again. It's too cold, but the sun is coming out, so that'll help, right? All right. So Jelly Roll, I've been hearing stuff about him lately, and I'm like, what's going on? So now's my time to look into it, right? So Jelly Roll came out with "Save Me." Somebody save me. I forgot the words, but I used to scream it. It was a nice song, right? Bold. He was confessing. He was relatable. People found the song to be brutally honest. And people fell in love with him. Then I started hearing drama about him. Then I looked up and I said, wait a minute. He not skinny, but compared to how he used to be, Jelly Roll is skinny. I said, when did that happen? And it happened within, I think I saw a video of his, the span of a year. Hit the like button, y'all. I said, wow. I'm not gonna lie. This kind of reminds me of Lizzo. Doesn't it? Remember what Lizzo, she made being big, all popular and everything. And then she started slimming down. Well, she became a medium large size. She became a smaller obese woman. Just like Jelly is a smaller obese guy. So I'm like, all of this is just in time for Ozempic, right? When you have Serena Williams, of all people, the fittest of the fittest, right? Tennis, Serena, big booty vegan girl, pushing Ozempic. All you can do is come back here and be like, so you told us. All the celebrities, it's their job to push whatever they want them to push, right? There's no reason for Serena Williams to be pushing Ozempic. But here we are. So now we got Jellyroll. He looks totally different. Bunny's still hot as all get out. That's my good. Bunny is a sexy mama jamma. Okay. And I guess she loves Jelly either way. It don't matter, right? So I'm like, let me look back and see what everybody's talking about with Jellyroll. Because it's like he lost the weight. And now all of a sudden, people are coming for him. Really bad. It's so many videos, I can't even. Wow. So we got to start somewhere because I have no idea. Somebody says Jellyroll threatened me. So what did Jellyroll do? Oh, Wes Watson is still. I got to catch up on that latest saga. We done went from the Young and the Restless, Guiding Light, As the World Turns, like our mothers used to watch and grandmas used to watch, to watching online social media beef. Ain't that something? Whoever hit the like, thank you. I know it was probably just in the beans because y'all are my two down ones. Okay? Down with me, I'm down with you. And they had buy one, get one free. Share size M&Ms. Why? And today's a new moon. Clearly, I'm not fasting as I should be. But truck stops are dangerous. You get a lot of junk on your app. Okay. Everything but a gym, right? I did do some leg work here yesterday. Well, this morning, while I was delivering. And I'm in here jamming, doing some stretches, doing my leg work, cleaning up because it was super muddy where I delivered at. Hard to get in the dock, everything. And here come the biggest, most out of shape dude of the guys, the three guys that were there that I was delivering to. He wants to be the one to bring me the paperwork. So I'm in here, got the music on. I done, everything's smelling nice. I done vacuumed the floor and everything. In here with my dumbbell, doing leg work. So my adrenaline going, breathing heavy, doing good. Knock. And I come to the window to get my paperwork. I see his demeanor. I see how he looking. I see the way he holding the paperwork. And I said, I've seen this a million times. It's never gonna stop. I know what it is. He getting ready to try to holler. And lo and behold, he says, here's your paperwork and everything. And then he says, you single? I'm like, saying yes is not really a deterrent for guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and say no. You looking to mingle? I started to say, boy, how old are you? I look back. It's dark now, but I can see him standing there. His other two buddies is standing there like they gave him a pep talk or something. Like they a proud father or something. It was so weird. I looked at him and I said, I bet you my oldest boy is older than him. I bet you. So I said, I'm gonna let him rock out. I ain't gonna crush him with the I'm 50 years old thing, right? So I said, I'm not even gonna act like what he said is offensive, and I'm too old for that shit you talking about, whatever that is. Are you looking to mingle? I get it, we in 2026, but the disrespect. No, I'm not. Really? You don't want to mingle? Because I think you're beautiful. Y'all know I'm having a story time. I said, okay. Well, thank you. But no, I'm not interested. Uh-oh. Not looking, not interested. So he says, so I guess, you know, that in the pep talk, they gave him some pointers. So he's like, well, where are you from? I said, where am I from? Like, what makes you think we need to carry this conversation on? Give my paperwork so I can go. I only had a couple of hours. I wanted to drive as much as I could before I pulled over and get to a decent location. So he's like, yeah, where you from? I heard the music you was playing earlier, and you was playing some kind of music. And I was like, the only thing that I was playing that may sound is I was playing like I'm playing salsa music, reggae music. So I'm like, reggae music? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I listen to some of that or something. He's like, I'm part Jamaican, you part Jamaican. I was like, if this boy don't go sit down somewhere, okay, boy, I'm gonna call your mama. I said, I put my hand out for my paperwork. Honey, I got to go. I'm like, well, I hope you come back. I can see you again. I said, I don't mean no disrespect to y'all, but I hope I don't come back. I'm sure I will, but I hope not. First of all, the drive. Second, it's you gotta do stunts and things to get up in that dock. Damn near twist all your wires off and pop like it, drop it, okay? An origami with your truck and mud slides and ditches and all kind of shit like that. Ain't nobody got time for that, especially in the middle, dark 30. You can't see where you're going. You don't know the yard like that. You can't even find an entrance, so you pull into somewhere that ain't really built for a truck, and it's a big old ditch right there, and it's all pitch dark. Just to have to try to turn around to go back to the real entrance, because GPS don't never get it right when it's out there like that. Okay, man, y'all give me this bullshit. Long ride. I mean, like 6 hours to get here. With a time slot that's so tight that when I got there, the first thing I'm saying is, I need your bathroom. Okay? Because I had to quickly get my fuel And that was about all the time I had. Then you gotta take a 10-hour break before you can drive back. I'm like, okay. Then when I get there, and he like, oh, you gotta go around. Because as soon as I pull up, he pulls up. Clearly, I'm in the employee parking area. The truck entrance is over there. You gotta go on that other street over there, around the corner. And I'm about to clock in. I'll be right with you. And I said, look at this. This somebody's baby. I seen it when you pulled up. It's somebody's baby. Okay? Well, he's showing up to work, doing his job. I know him, mama proud. I didn't think the boy's gonna try to holler at me later. I said, where my entrance at? What street? Oh, it's around there. Luckily, there was another co-driver getting finished, so I can spot his truck and trailer, but I can't see nothing else. It's pitch. I'm talking about we out in the wilderness. It's pitch dark out there. Oh, look at the doggy. Oh, I'm so cute. So, I'm like, okay. So I got to come back out that entrance. I barely made it in. Now coming out from a different swing. The ditch is the ditch. Okay? So you're going to cover that ditch. You just got to try to cover as small amount so you don't get to the, part where the water drain out, where it's just whole, like ditch. Because now we up at an angle. It's weird, y'all. But the point is, there's a high percentage of them, my trailer going to get stuck or either flip over. So you got to maneuver that on a 2-lane road that's really a 1-lane road. So I don't have enough road to pull out far enough to swing it. So I'm like, oh, here we go again. Last time I ended up clipping the gate and dragging it just a little bit. Yeah, it was a little bit. But I had to replace the gate. I'm like, y'all put me right back out here. Y'all know these places on this account is crazy. Y'all don't even come out here and check. You just sign up to make the deal, get the money, and then send us out here, and whoever make it. And they on the team. Whoever don't make it, you gonna either go back to a regular position where you only get paid for the loads you do, which that ain't shit. Let's keep it real. Okay? Or you just gonna get kicked out altogether. Cause you done really told some shit out here. Like you tore up a lot of shit. I'm like, why? It's all so stressful, mentally exhausting. I swear. And then the fact that we in March and I can't get no real warm weather, at least springtime vibes. The flowers is out, but I know they confused. It's freaking cold everywhere. Cold. At least I didn't go to Tennessee. But I have a feeling that'll be next. So, here I am. Paulindo, what's up? Crunchy food. I am one for the mouth experience. Chips and crunchy anything. And these are M&Ms. You know, little balls of poison, just like everything else. But they're a fun time. So I'm probably gonna doze back off, go to sleep. And then I'll probably hook Clocky up so we can run around here and make some noise. It ain't loud enough though. It's not. Because when you tired, I done lost more nails. I need to go get them done professionally so they'll stay on. This job and me doing my nails at home ain't gonna cut it. I'm gonna have to go and let them folks with the eyes that are more slantier than mine put some of that, you know, they got the real stuff up there. Okay, they got the real poison. That stuff will stay on. You break that, you taking your nail bed off. I need that. Okay. So, hopefully I could do that this weekend. Because, you know, I'm a girl. We gotta have our nails cute. One of them is even chipped. I didn't even know that. But it all happened last night. Because my shoes are completely muddy. First they was full of pollen, now they muddy. So I get out there. I got difficult doors back there. We in the mud. But I had a cute coworker driving that was like, let me get my flashlight. I got your back. Let me tell you what I did. He said, I pulled up, so we went up and investigated. You got mud slushies here, mud slushies there. You don't want to get stuck. I have a weird truck that doesn't like to do traction very well. I'm like, well, you might not be the right one for the job. Good features. But we out here in the trenches. I need something tough, something that can handle it out here, you know, like we had a monster truck event. So it'd be embarrassing me, like trying to make it look like I don't know what I'm doing. And then have like 4 people be like, how long you been driving? I know that's a common thing to ask. But they've been asking me that when I'm trying to get into the dock. I'm looking at them like, bitch, Frenchie can drive. One thing I can do is drive a damn truck. But back it to. I don't care how difficult it is, bring it on. But when the truck ain't right, that's a horse of another color. So we going to the shop today for a number of reasons. But it's annoying because I really want to go home. And then I don't want it to take so long that I don't have the hours to go home. So I have a feeling I'm gonna be working this weekend. I hope not. I shouldn't have even said that. But I won't be picking up anything tonight because I'm going to the shop. Don't help. Well, what she said, drivers are sick. I was sick before I started working here. Show got sick with this weather and I'm still... I didn't say nothing to y'all. What we talking about? They not sick, they just tired of them being in the truck. And they tired of driving. Them boys ain't sick. They ain't sick. I'm sick like wood. Child. We figure it out. Get hydrated. For me, work out. Take something if you need to take it. Just make sure it don't have no alcohol in it or it ain't nothing, you know. It's not over the counter. Well, you can't do everything over the counter. Either way, you figure it out. And you get that money. That's it. I'm trying to. I'm trying to. But I'm tired of driving and I'm tired of sitting. It's a struggle. It's a terrible, terrible life. It is. You know. Then you get your paycheck and you want to go to the White House and whoop somebody's ass. Because, bitch, you wasn't out here. First of all, let's get that straight. It's me and this truck. So, I don't know where y'all was at all week long. That you coming for like $400 out my check. Bitch. That should make you want to go hurt somebody. I'm just trying to get myself together after even thinking about it. Okay? Because tomorrow I'm going to be... think about how long it's going to take me to drive up there. Okay? See, I can get in the White House. No violence. Just to have a conversation. Just to get some instructions. Write my name down. I know you know everything else, but let me tell you my social. Okay. My date of birth. This my mama and my daddy name. Okay. You know how they do. Maiden name, married name, all that good shit. Let's not get it twisted. I'm a Libra. What else you need to know? So we don't get the identity confused. My check, you don't touch no more. Okay? You don't get no more of that. What the fuck? If anything, if we talk about anything, we need to be talking about that. I don't see how people consciously walk around here and do it. And then you get your shit for the time you sacrifice, for all the sacrifices you made just to get the job done. And you look, and they got hundreds off top. Bitch, where was you at the whole time? Where was you at when I was bored? Where was you at when I was sleepy? Where was you at the fuck when I was cold? Where was you at when I wanted to use the bathroom? Bitch, where was you at when I wanted to take a shower? Was you standing here with a shower for me? When I'm missing heavy weights, a good workout. Bitch, I don't see you with no portable gym that you can just pop up in the middle of this. You can put it right here in the middle of the parking lot. You know, like T-Moon couches. And I'll go right in there and have me a good workout. And then be done. Ain't nobody else gonna come in there and try to work out. They don't want to work out. Well, they might come in because they think they're gonna try to holler. Anyway, let's get the jelly roll. Because life is stupid. Okay? Just stupid. I'm not even going to talk about EJ, Magic Age Johnson ass son, and that bullshit. I'm not having that conversation. Don't even send me. Not interested. So let me see who I want to listen to first. I'm gonna try somebody who I'm used to hearing, who I think will actually get to the root of the problem instead of just clickbaiting the subject. Okay, let's do this.
This man either says the wildest shit I've ever heard or something genius. Listen, before they take this down.
So your head don't be hurting enough?
So
understood. This woman.
This is Nick Von Jones. I probably got like a couple of minutes in. I was like, what in the world are they talking about? Because I'm thinking this was all about his weight. No. Something about witches. I don't know.
Said, I was broke. I was down bad. I was busted and disgusted. I took my last $17 and I gave it to a witch.
I forgot to share.
These witches got amazing PR. So let's start with the Jellyroll conversation. Because here's my honest take on this whole situation with Jellyroll. Because I said some stuff about Jellyroll, especially when he just I think he won a Grammy or something like that. And, you know, I was kind of defending Jelly. Because I was saying, like, yeah, I get it. Like, he just won a Grammy. And, you know, he seems to be kind of early on in his walk with Jesus. And he said he wants to go out and have a good time because he just won a Grammy. And I said, you know what? Obviously, that's not the ideal response in that scenario, but he's a human.
No. See, this what I be talking about. Especially with these guys who do these Christian-based content where they critique people just like me and anybody else, right? But they're supposed to be coming to you from a Christian standpoint. And they are talking about what such and such is going viral for, what they said they did or whatever. And why that's not right with God. And why that's not Christian-like. And this and that and the third. But shut up. Stop faking and stop playing with God. Because you know these are celebrities. They can claim any set they want to. But they are celebrities. They worship that Satan. Okay? Baal or whoever else. But it ain't God. It's not the creator. I'll put it like that. They eat babies and everything else. They have he, she, it, them, they orgies. They all sleep with each other's spouses and everything else. And most of them who you always thought were women were always men. Okay. Just like the dark skin on Viv from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. These is men's. The mama from Family Matters, men's. There is no Christian perspective or critiquing Jellyroll based upon is he living by his Christian walk or not, when you know that and the industry don't go together. So that's why Jellyroll did that video, how I feel about the Grammys. I tried to watch it. I didn't know about his weight loss, so I couldn't get past that. He looks scary to me now, like horror movie scary. Then he wasn't really critiquing anything, just making excuses for why he joins in the reindeer games. And I'm like, of course, he's in that industry. That's part of his work assignment. He's required to. Okay? He's required to. So there's that. This guy knows this, but he's still gonna try to do this Christian-based content and say, I took it easy on Jelly. I'm going to critique Jelly saying, I'm a Christian, gave my life to God, but I won a Grammy. First of all, you accepted that reward from Satan. That's good. First of all, when did God say you get a reward for being in the industry and entertaining with the devil's music? Y'all play too much. Secondly, you going to their parties, and they're all Diddy parties with baby meat and baby blood. Okay, little nigga meat on the side. And some 2-year-olds in the back waiting for you. And all of this is being normalized right in front of us, just like when we first started talking about, oh, we're seeing too much of black men being killed. We're seeing cops beat down black women too much. They're trying to desensitize us. They're normalizing it. We're hearing about black men being found hung, and they're saying it's a suicide. We're seeing it too much. They're desensitizing us. They're normalizing it. They're normalizing this whole shitty thing here. And these mofos going to take $300 to $400 or more out my check every week, and they up in here doing all these horrible things that we absolutely know they're doing to children, and we still paying them money while we slaves so we can pay them money to exist. Like they created some shit, including creating us, these non-humans. Let's be clear, because our systems ain't right, because we don't have actual food that our body needs, nutrients, amino acids, shit like that. Our shit has been totally replaced with, I guess they're trying to make us into them or NPCs, and most of our bodies is gonna continue to reject that shit, because that's not the stuff we're supposed to have. It's not the stuff we're supposed to need. So we letting them get away with all this stuff, and then y'all still want to play these little stupid games like this is some realistic stuff that actually is. I'm a good guy. I'm a Christian. I serve God. I worship God. I honor and give thanks and honor God. God, I'm walking this path, but at the same time, you over there with them. You think there's any exclusions? It is required. Just like your job. You don't get to skip over the parts you feel uncomfortable with when they're right there in your contract, in your freaking work description. It comes with it. Okay, I'll just sit back there and lay down and do whatever I want to do in here and just go along for the ride, and the truck will drive itself. Well, they're trying to work on that, but right now it doesn't work like that. I'm gonna have to be here and stay woke, stay on the road, put up with all the bullshit with the cars and everybody get in front of me. I'm slowing down, blah blah blah. Okay, I've been sitting too long. Okay, can I walk around, stretch around? No, you got to get there on time. Can I use the bathroom? Well, damn it, where you gonna pull up at? Okay, no, that's too much time. You got to get there on time. Everything that comes with it. Then you got to get out. Oh, it's too cold. You got to go back there. You got to do all the shit with that. That's part of the job. There's no skips. There's no skips. These people don't get to opt out of the gross gore stuff. That is what it is. What you're presented with is the illusion of the characters that they're supposed to present you with. They don't present you with the gross stuff that we've been finding out about. But they're all involved. You got dudes out here talking about they're only attracted to non-straight men, saying they look better than women. And people want to fight you. Not me, but I see women in the comment section want to fight other people for having something to say about that. What? Shut up. But shout out to all of the guys who are gay, or whatever you're calling yourself. Okay, where I come from, you gay, you straight, so I'm gonna call you gay. All right, you can call yourself what you want to call yourself. Who are speaking about this, because we don't even have to say nothing, because they just come straight out and just was like, yeah, cut the shit. And I ain't gonna lie, I have not heard it explained better than them explaining it. They're calling it for what it is. How will we know? We not them. We don't even understand this bullshit that's going on with dudes. What's your issue with wanting to be a woman, wanting to be in competition with a woman, and like literally trying to erase a woman? But you know what? That has been an issue since the beginning of time. And when they feed you this crap that does not make any sense and is all chemically induced, They lace you to change you into who they want you to be and how they want the society to be. They still got statues up right now with little children and them having their cocks in the children's mouths. These sculptures still exist and on display in a world that we actually live in. Makeup, lace, high heels, lashes, wigs, all of that came from men. Not just creating it, wearing it. They created it for them so that they could impress each other. When you say, oh, these dudes out here, they don't care about the women, they want to impress each other. They care about their homeboy opinion more than they do about the women's opinion. Oh, they want to look fly, have the nicest car, and show off the, baddest looking whatever for the other dudes. Guys always been like that. They're impressed with each other, not so much an actual woman. But you have books that tell you God created this and that. Well, man and woman, they're supposed to attract. Well, where did it go wrong with dudes? I wonder. Where did it go wrong with men? I wonder. Because you're the ones who's supposed to have been in charge this entire time. And it is a shit fest. And you are the sickest things ever. And you play in people's faces as if. Get the fuck. We're not going to sit up here and act like, first of all, Christianity, stop playing with it. Okay? That's some, no. I don't even acknowledge that as anything halfway decent. Because we know it's not. Never was meant to be. It's just a cover up for a lot of evil shit. A whole evil ass association. Cut it the fuck out. All the way. These so-called Christians are the ones who doing all this pillaging and raping and killing and conquering and shit. In your very Bibles. And for anyone to proclaim or call themselves one that is fine, honoring something that is called Christian anything. Okay? And I met a guy named Christian the other day. He was pretty damn fine. But, I'm pretty sure his parents had good intentions. But Christianity, let's call that evil shit what the fuck it really is. Because they've done some of the worst shit and still do to this day. But if they say they're a Christian, then you're gonna act like they're holy. Just like this dude sitting up here acting like he's critiquing Jellyroll on his newfound Christianity. What's he allowed to do? What's he not allowed to do? First of all, you still in a pact with demons to worship the demon you worship and do all of the things that come with that. And for y'all to sit up here and play like you might as well just, as grown asses, do the whole Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, and all that bullshit. All as if you were a kid doing it, because it's the same shit. To sit up here and play like somebody can sit up here and say, "Oh, I'm a Christian." That's like Anton fucking Daniels, the dumbest shit ever, and y'all giving it all the attention in the world. What? This dude is supposed to have a platform based upon his morals and values and his long-term marriage, but he has hoes in different area codes. He's the ugliest shit I've ever seen. Okay, there's a lot of them, but he is a short, ugly, fat, stubby, ugly. Did I say ugly? Disgusting looking motherfucker. Who is absolutely not a millionaire. Let him come for me. Bitch, I'll tell you to your face. You are not a millionaire. I don't know why y'all call him that. I don't know why y'all believe that. But this is a dude who don't respect women, who disrespects his wife, who openly flirts and cheats on his wife, brags about it, even in her face, trying to fucking flirt with Tasha K. in his wife's face, which is disgusting, but Tasha K already said, I'm married, no you won't. While he's trying to pretend like he didn't know she was married, but he still proceeded to try to flirt with her anyway. Disgusting. But he gets to say, I'm not black, I'm a Christian. Black is a construct. What the fuck is a Christian? And so you're that. But the same dude you say this to had to say, take your whole witch in. If you bring a bitch, explain the bitch. And go pay for your pussy like you need to. Because you brought your mistress, not your wife. But y'all let him do that. I'm a Christian. I ain't even black. I'm a Christian first. What the fuck does that mean? That means you're a corrupt motherfucker who worships the devil and who portrays that. And it's your job to corrupt other men and teach them to be the fuck like you. A fake ass hood. Not even hood rich. This nigga got some money, a settlement from his father, and before that he wasn't shit. He still ain't shit. And y'all treat him like he's some damn Bill Gates or somebody. Tyler Perry or somebody. I'm talking about somebody with a little change. Sick. So here, let's play along with this bullshit they talking about with Jellyroll. Let's play along. Let's see the bullshit in the bullshit. Let's go. Let's go.
And I get it. I understand. Right?
All right.
But if this stuff proves to be true about these Jellyroll files, I might have to walk back some of my statements. Because I don't know what the heck is going on. I don't know what the heck is going on. Let's start with this video right here. And then we'll break it down fully. All right? Let's go.
The Jellyroll files might
Just
actually
listen.
end him. So Jellyroll just had a secret recording leak that is very, very bad. In this recording, he compared himself to a certain person named Jeffrey that had an island. He also talked about how his wife used to sell, well, I can't say it here, but it's another word for cat. And a bunch of other just absolutely terrible things. Oh, but this situation goes well beyond just that recording, because Jelly is also being accused by creator Nicole Arbor of basically trying to silence her in any way possible. That does include things like threats. From this situation, there's also been some recordings of Jellyroll's wife on a podcast talking about multiple times she solicited the help of
Listen to how
witches
down.
supposed to be Christians. You'll probably remember when Jelly was very adamantly talking about Jesus during his Grammys acceptance speech. Well, if you are a Christian, you're not supposed to get help from witches or use witchcraft like Jelly's wife was talking about on that podcast. Now, this whole situation is kind of becoming bigger than Jelly and affecting the people around him. A lot of people have become upset with Post Malone for his association with Jellyroll. If you don't know, Jelly is going on tour with Post Malone. And I'm gonna be real, people were happy when like Posty first announced this. Now that
Okay, so there was a video that got leaked. I'll play it for you. I honestly, like, it's hard to really understand the context fully of what they're talking about because the clip is so short. But I'll play the video for you. I think this is it right here.
I'm sorry. Can you explain the video we just motherfucking listened to? Okay. Let me cuss words. Okay. I'm so over y'all. I'm over all this dumb. It's always one distraction after another. It's always one thing after another. Y'all play into it like any of this is real. Make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense. What did we just listen to? He just skipped over that. It was sounding annoying to me. What was dude talking about? Can we get some commentary on that so you can help us explain why we was listening to it? What's the relevance here? Like, what was all that? Just some babble mess. Okay? Y'all, okay, so they critiquing Jellyroll on what? I still don't know. Okay. But let's listen. He got another video.
If outgrown kids' clothes are taking over your
Commercial.
space, turn them into cash with Vinted. Snap a photo, list your item.
But I'll play the video for you. I think this is it right here.
No, for real, hey man, I'm gonna go grab the phone to my other phone. Nicole Arbor's exactly what you did. Ready for this one, y'all?
You got to read the captions because it's hard to hear.
Good caption. How did Jeffrey Epstein happen?
It's a tiny video. How we gonna read the caption?
Just like Jeffrey Epstein, Ryan Upchurch has Jellyroll and his wife to handle his dirty work. Here's a video of Jellyroll. This is on the internet, dog. It's millions of views. You see it? big vibe. It's insane. We got a lot.
It's like a charity event.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm filming, and Jelly was like, I'll get
You gotta read this caption.
Bro, you know what I've been wanting for years? People can attest to this. I want a secret alliance, bro. When it
I
comes
felt like that's what we had.
Dude said, I want a secret alliance. Jellyroll said that's what we have. Who's shocked? First of all, Jelly and Bunny, I've been watching them since I heard about him with Save Me. I mean, the remix with Eminem was crap. But Jellyroll and Christianity, that thought would have never passed my mind. Well, not the way that y'all view it. Okay. But him and Bunny, risque. All risque. They in the dark world for real. They're sexually out there. Her content is all XXX. You know, this is not the couple. What y'all critiquing them for? You been knew who the fuck they was, and if you didn't, then hello, welcome. Just go do some research and then leave it alone. Stop letting him play with your so-called religion if you're trying to press off that religion as if it is actually something that is wholesome and has something to do with you honoring, respecting the creator and walking the path that the creator desires for you, because that's not what it is. Let's stop playing with it, because my creator's not pleased and I'm bored. He ain't telling nothing but the truth on himself right here. This ain't nothing new.
And then all these posts and all this made it look different. I mean, the vibe definitely was weird.
Did you not hear Save Me?
You know why it was weird, because you be on some gangster dude.
So I don't know. Somebody said in the comments that Jellyroll is literally talking about a prison unwritten code. He is saying, how did Epstein happen? And the secret alliance he is talking about is how felons handle pedos. As an ex-con, I can decipher the code. It's positive.
I'm tired of hearing that too. Oh, when they go to prison, they're going to get handled. Because people in prison got more morals than we do. Nobody in the streets handles them, but oh, when they get to prison though. Because the likelihood of motherfuckers who do the same shit and think the same way being there is not that high. It's mostly people with morals and values that be like, we don't do that, boy. Now that shit never made no sense to me, but
and misunderstood. Okay. Like I said, I don't really understand the full weight of what they're talking about because the clip started mid-conversation. Does it sound crazy?
Drink, but I don't want to get out and go to the
bathroom. It does sound crazy. But I can't fully grasp what the heck they're talking about. Now,
nothing.
When it comes to his wife, completely different story. Completely different story when it comes to his wife.
I come from a long line of Kentucky white trash witches. Really? They all had a gift, and they were all deemed mentally unstable to give visions all the time with stuff. I predicted death.
Hello, welcome to Meeting Bunny. What we talking about? Y'all should have known that when you was proclaiming him.
So she comes from a line of white witches,
and allowing him to.
And she also said that she has monthly, and I don't know the time frame of when this conversation took place, but she said she had monthly witches on payroll. And it's like, here's the thing.
You ain't heard nothing yet.
I just seen people do some stuff, especially when they get a little bit of chicken. When they get a little bit of bread, they be doing some stuff, right? You might hire a chef, right? You might hire a chef. You're trying to be healthier, right? Trying to get in shape. You might hire a chef or something like that. You might get a housekeeper, right? Even some people, if you really got, the bag, you might get like a personal assistant or something like that. Like we've seen and we've heard all this stuff, or a personal trainer, right? But I've never heard that you hire every single.
He hasn't.
You're getting all that you desire.